So now I'm going to basically go over what my recovery was like, about a week after the surgery. The first 3 days were extremely painful for me, and it could be different for you. It could be different for somebody else, and I'm just sharing what is mine. It hurt. Again, it just felt like I was sucker punched a million times in my tummy. Like the steri tape on my stitches that were, going to be dissolvable. So I was aware of that. I was using a maxi pad to, catch the blood from the uterine biopsy. And I think I was wearing a maxi pad. And again, you can't like use a tampon or anything like that. You don't want anything like being inserted in your vaginal canal. So I think I wore a maxi pad for, gosh, I want to say 4 days. Like day 3, it started to dry up. And day 4, I think I started, wearing a liner, and probably wore a liner for like a solid week just to catch anything. But it was like the blood would be gone. And then I would, move around the house, around my bedroom actually, and then go to the bathroom, and then like a flush of blood would come, which was all normal. If you have a uterine biopsy, this is something that you can expect to happen. Okay, I had to grab my medicine, but I just was advised to take over-the-counter medicine, and we chose Advil. So this is like, each pill is 200 milligrams. So I took 3 of these every 3 to 4 hours, kind of around the clock, for definitely for the first, I would say 4 to 5 days. And then after that, I started tapering off. I know some people were prescribed like prescription pain medicine. I wasn't. So I took that, and it helped enough. Also, I was drinking a lot of water, and during that first week, my activity was just limited to me getting in and out of bed and then walking over to the bathroom. And I mean, I was going to the bathroom, probably every 3 hours. So I felt like I was in and out of bed a lot. But again, I was so weak, and I was in a lot of pain where I didn't feel confident like walking down the stairs and, hanging out with my children and our dogs. So I basically, that first week for me, I was just upstairs recovering, catching up on a lot of sleep, and using the bathroom a lot. I think by day 2, day 3, I had like my first bowel movement, and I was glad because I've heard that some women were constipated for quite a while, and that's definitely an uncomfortable feeling. So I was grateful to, relieve myself so early on in the surgery. And yeah, it was uncomfortable because, you're still so sore down there and it hurts. And then, having, the sensations of going to the bathroom, going number 2. And I just was like really, really careful. Didn't rush the process because like your stitches and, you're so tender and sore down there. So just remembering to be super gentle on yourself that week during this whole process. I want to talk about sleep next. Sleep was stinking rough because you cannot lay on your side, you cannot lay on your stomach, which is how I love to sleep. So that was really, really rough. I had a wedge pillow, and then I ended up, I think during week 2 or 3 of this recovery period, one of those pillows that are like, gosh, what are they called? Like the memory foam, and there's like a nook for your neck. And I bought it earlier for beauty reasons because I was trying to train myself to not sleep on my face, prevent face wrinkles. And I'm so glad I didn't throw out this pillow. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I have this pillow. I felt like I needed a more supportive pillow to hold my head in place more than the wedge pillow. And so I brought that pillow out, and it forces you to sleep on your back. And you know, it's just hard. I mean, I don't sleep on my back. I'm not a back sleeper. So that was definitely an adjustment. Hey, yeah, I'm sleeping on my back now, you know. So I guess like that's a blessing in disguise, because then, you know, like the goal of me learning how to sleep on my back for vanity reasons, well, I got that down now. So, but just having like a variety of pillows is really, really helpful. And I can't wait to share with you the next video where I'm going to go over my tips on like the must-have items that you will need to make your recovery so much more comfortable after your laparoscopic surgery. At week 2, I had enough energy to go downstairs and like, whoa, mom's here, mom's alive. Just kind of participate with the family. I went down to fix myself, I believe it was like a late breakfast, and I was just downstairs for 30 minutes preparing, you know, just the light meal for myself. And then after that, I was like, holy cow, I am so tired. And I went upstairs and I had like an amazing nap. So my point in telling you this is that to allow yourself just the grace, you know, and because I just feel like, oh, I'm not achieving, I'm not doing, it's hard for me to like remain still because I'm doing like a million things all at the same time. But when it comes to recovering from surgery like this, it's really, really important to heed your body cues and gently, like, to love yourself and to give yourself that extra TLC. And when you are tired and you're feeling your body cues of hungry, or your head is dizzy or fatigued, to not push through it because you just had like this surgery. And so over that, you know, second week, third week, if I got tired, I went up into my room and I took a nap. Like, that's so good for you. I read a book, I watched a YouTube video. I also used a heating pad to help swelling and tenderness of my tummy. Castor oil on, which I'll definitely go into in the next video. But yeah, just really, I think that first month, just giving yourself time just to feel better and to not overextend yourself and not push yourself, and realize that, you know, you had your surgery and your body needs time to recover and to rebuild, and definitely allow yourself that time. I can't believe I'm going to share this with you because, again, like, week 1 was horrible. Week 2 was slightly better. And then by the end of week 2, I was feeling like, I guess, not completely more myself, but enough where I can function. Well, actually, I drove to my post-op appointment on my own, so I'm really proud of myself. Yeah, I was able to do that. I was fine. And by week 3, I was able to walk on the treadmill for 5 minutes. And then by the end of the week, I was able to walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes. So that's really exciting. I'm really, really excited to get back to exercise. I technically have like another week and a half, and it's just killing me because I just love like lifting weights, and I haven't been able to do that. So I've been gradually increasing the amount of time on the treadmill, just walking. And so now I can walk comfortably for 60 minutes, easy peasy, and I feel really good. I love exercising, so it was important to me when I was feeling better to incorporate that, because it's just part of like my therapy, my stress relief. But again, like, I started in increments. I started at 5 minutes just to see how I was, and then I worked my way up to the end of the week to 30 minutes, and then now, you know, 35 days later, I can easily, comfortably walk on the treadmill for an hour, hour and a half if I'd like. But anyway, so that is my recovery from my ovarian cyst in a nutshell. I hope that my experience is of use for you. If you have any questions, or if you like to share your experience, definitely drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear. And I know that I watch quite a few videos to get answers to my questions and to, you know, hear about other person's experiences. So I hope that mine is value for you. And if you found this video valuable, please like it and subscribe, and I will see you next time.